EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. They're going to need some therapy after this. Go. Safe. Bang, bang. Go. Bang, bang.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, now, 230. 54. Line 54. You don't see me in your nightmare.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Black 20. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 77. Check it out.
Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Now Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
Alshon Jeffrey, touchdown, Carolina. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback. 50. Under 10. 10. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert flag.
Running with Kamara. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Gotcha, boy. Snickers, 66.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, look, 3. Smooth.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Cook. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24 points.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Right here, right here.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
At the 17-yard line.
Ready, and ready. Mike, number 50. Get that quick.
Now Haskins, third and long. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. On first and 10, it's Sanders. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. and somehow incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's what. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw here, Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. 24. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Ben to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Easy. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Oh, look at this play call. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. This pass finds its way to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Here we go. Black 20. Snickers, got to spin. Oh, here we go. Black, what's that?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now Roethlisberger being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angle for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. 10, touchdown, Carolina. Dalvin Cook, 95 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He's airing it out for Will. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. And the return is stopped well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run it again with Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
On the return, it's Kamara.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. He'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They run it again with Kamara. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Go! These 2. Middle. 57. I'm trying to collect. Jack 16.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A give to Kamara running right. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
7.
Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from Alabama, Mack Wilson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Here's Roethlisberger, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. Here we go with Kamara. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. Jesse Bates, who led the Bengals in tackles as a rookie, there to make the stop.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So this one is over. A victory for